here's basically my take on radio. Radio is a format that is built around an apology for the lack of talent that they put on the air. And no, I mean it. I mean, it's basically when you see a chick in a porn wearing a corset and her boobs are hanging out, it means she has a fat ass. She's highlighting what she has, but when you see that thing around the gut, it means there's some stretch marks and a C-section scar there. And what radio does is radio doesn't have world-class comedy talent on the air. It's few and far between. It shows up every, once in a blue moon, but not very often. So they build a format. And that format is front sell, front load, back sell, give the time out, give the weather out, give the traffic out, move it, move it, move it. Because the second you stop, and again, back to my chick thing, but it's like, remember back in the 80s when they'd be making music videos and there'd be some chick who was the lead of a band who had a cute face but kind of a big ass, and they keep the camera moving all the time. Like you'd never get that one locked off shot.
They do that in videos these days.
Yeah, they always did it. It never was a locked off shot, because if you ever got that one well lit locked off shot, you'd see Belinda Carlisle's big ass, so they show whatever their good part is or their cleavage in the face, and they keep it moving.
That was my whole MySpace profile.
Radio. It's almost like I can hear the Heart song as we speak. But the point is
you actually had video that was shot like this of yourself. Well, I like that.
Yeah.
No, David Allen Greer called her not that fat the other day, by the way.
Thank you.
Good start. Base hit.
So radio has a format, and they created a format to protect the lack of talent that they hire to put in that seat. Now, what happens if you do have that talent, it doesn't matter. You go into the format. So it's as if you have a radio batting coach that says, choke up on the bat, just punch the ball, and see if you can leg out a single. That's the way we do it here. And you go, I got power. I'll go into the cheap seats with this shit. And they go, shh. You understand how we do things here. Choke up, poke at the ball, and start running.
I've never heard anybody put it so perfectly.
And you go, hey, man, I'll hit the fucking stadium. You don't understand. I got Bo Jackson power here. And they go, choke up and poke at the ball. That's how we do it.
Yes, exactly.
Here's the sign for bunt.
That's right.
Just so you know.
That's all you need to know, and leg it out, and hopefully we can get a single and nobody's going to get fired.
They were so upset with me when I said, I don't think I really want to have a sports block. I'll tell you guys, I'm interested in sports when there's human interest stuff, when the ball player almost shoots himself because he took a gun into the club, and then
sure, Wes Welker. That's right.
Then I'll let's talk about that story endlessly, etc. But
Dave, baby, we need a sports block. It's weather, news, weather, sports, and then sports block.
And we
after
need to
that,
have a traffic lady who's going to help me.
She'll throw it to the sports block, and then they'll kick it back to her for more traffic, and then it'll be more weather, and then news, weather, and we'll have the sports block. And by the way, when you give the timeout, give it out 3 times.
And don't forget to promote.
We got to back sell, and then you got to front load. Yeah, and then at a certain point, the whole thing just becomes what happened, what's going to happen, what may happen, what the temperature is. And I love it when they go like, hey, it's 8:14. That's 46 away from the top of the hour. That's 14 minutes after the hour. Like, how many different fucking ways you got to break up 8:14?
I've never heard anybody declare it as accurately as you're describing it.
Well, not only that, but in a time where every single car manufactured in the last 15 years has a digital clock in it, where are you going to be on your journey listening to morning radio where you will be more than 4 feet away from something that has the time on it? You will wake up in the morning. That will be your clock alarm. That'll have a clock. It's got the word clock right in it. And then you'll walk into the kitchen and you'll see your microwave. That'll have the time in it. You'll probably have your cell phone on you. That'll have the time on it. You'll climb into your car. That has a stereo. That'll have a clock or a time. Why do you have to keep handing out the time? As I say all the time, speaking of time, banks 20 years ago stopped doing the digital clock with the time and the temp in front of their sign out on Ventura Boulevard because they realized every car that's passing by us has the time and has the temp. Radio still does it because it's a format that is about killing time. They want to get rid of.
I think you're clear there.
They go, look, we have 4 hours every single morning. How can we parcel it out in such a way where you won't find out that the person who's in charge has no talent?